5 whiskey brands, all popular gifts, premium packaging, luxury presentation, given at birthdays, holidays, promotions, retirements. Every single one is a waste of money. Number 5 costs $65 for Scotch that loses blind tastings 59% of the time. Number 1 costs $225 for NAS blended Scotch, marketed as ultra premium. Here's what gift givers don't know. Premium packaging doesn't equal premium whiskey. Most expensive gift bottles are chosen for marketing, not quality. Today we're exposing 5 whiskey brands you should never give as gifts and revealing why you're wasting money on bottles chosen for their box, not their liquid. The 5 worst gift whiskeys cost a combined $190, more than better alternatives that actually impress whiskey drinkers. Number 5. Macallan 12-year Double Cask, $65. Beautiful packaging. Macallan Prestige. Classic gift choice. Here's the problem. You're paying for the Macallan name, not exceptional whiskey. Macallan 12 Double Cask is Speyside single malt matured in American and European sherry-seasoned oak. The whiskey is fine. Honey, citrus, dried fruit. Perfectly drinkable. But at $65, you're paying a premium over comparable Speyside whiskeys because it says Macallan. Macallan commands premium pricing through luxury marketing, not superior production. In blind tastings against other $65 scotches, Macallan 12 finishes middle to bottom 59% of the time. Here's what makes this a bad gift. Whiskey enthusiasts know Macallan is overpriced. You're signaling you chose based on brand recognition, not whiskey knowledge. Macallan 12 Double Cask, $65. Glendronach 12, $63. Quality difference in blind tastings. Glendronach wins 64%. You paid $2 more for whiskey that loses most comparisons. Give Glendronach 12 at $63 instead. Also matured in sherry casks. Richer, fuller, more complex. Beats Macallan 12 in blind tastings 64% of the time. Whiskey drinkers recognize Glendronach as connoisseur choice. You've demonstrated actual whiskey knowledge, not brand chasing. Save $2 and give better whiskey. That's smart gifting. Number 4. Gentleman Jack, $30 to $45 depending on retailer. Smooth marketing. Double mellowed. Premium Jack. Daniel's expression marketed for gifting. Here's the reality. Gentleman Jack is Jack Daniel's filtered twice through charcoal instead of once. That's it. That's the difference. You're paying $8 to $17 more than Jack Daniel's Old No. 7 for a second charcoal filtering that removes even more flavor. At $38 average, Gentleman Jack costs more per bottle than many excellent bourbons while delivering less character. Mellowing is whiskey industry code for removing flavor to make it inoffensive. Jack Daniel's Old No. 7 is already charcoal filtered once, losing character versus unfiltered bourbon. Gentleman Jack does it twice, losing even more. You're paying premium prices for a whiskey specifically designed to taste like nothing. In blind tastings against other $38 American whiskeys, Gentleman Jack finishes bottom third 68% of the time. Whiskey enthusiasts recognize Gentleman Jack as overpriced, overfiltered Jack Daniels. You've given expensive mediocrity in a fancy bottle. Gentleman Jack, $38, 80 proof, twice filtered Wild Turkey, 101, $25, 101 proof, not filtered. Wild Turkey costs $13 less, delivers 21 more proof points, and retains actual bourbon character. In head-to-head blind tastings, Wild Turkey wins 74%. Give 4 Roses, single barrel at $50, actually premium bourbon, not filtered into submission, 100 proof, distilled by 4 Roses in-house. In blind tastings, beats Gentleman Jack 71% of the time at only $12 more. Whiskey drinkers will actually appreciate this gift. Number 3. Chivas Regal, 18-year, $60 to $80 depending on retailer. 18-year age statement, gold packaging, classic corporate gift. Here's why it's terrible. Chivas 18 is blended Scotch sold on age statement alone. No distillery character, no distinctive profile, just 18 years old as the entire selling point. At $70 average, you're paying for marketing and packaging, not exceptional whiskey. Chivas 18 is smooth, inoffensive, forgettable blended Scotch. It tastes like 18-year-old nothing. Age doesn't equal quality, it equals time in barrel. Chivas 18 uses cheaper grain whiskey blended with malt whiskey, aged 18 18 years and sold at premium pricing because 18 looks impressive on a label. In blind tastings against other $70 scotches, including 12 and 15-year single malts, Chivas 18 finishes middle to bottom 61% of the time. Younger, cheaper single malts routinely beat it. Chivas 18 screams, "I don't know anything about whiskey, so I bought the expensive one with a number." Whiskey enthusiasts receive Chivas 18, smile politely, and never open it. It ends up re-gifted or gathering dust because it's boring. Overpriced blended Scotch in fancy packaging. Chivas 18, $70 blended, no distinctive character Bunnahabhain. 12, $80, single malt, Islay character complex. Bunnahabhain costs $10 more, but delivers single malt quality and beats Chivas 18 in blind tastings 67% of the time. Worth the extra $10 for actual quality. Give Bunnahabhain 12 at $80. Single malt from Islay. Unpeated, sherry influence, complex and interesting. Actually memorable. Or spend the full 70 on Glendronach. 12 at 63 and add Ardbeg 10 at 60. Two exceptional single malts for 123 total. Either way, better whiskey, more thoughtful gift. Number 2. Blanton's Single Barrel. Secondary market, $140 to $200. Retail, $60 to $70 if you find it. Here's the Blanton's problem. It's $60 bourbon sold for $140 to $200 because of artificial scarcity. Blanton's Single Barrel is Buffalo Trace bourbon, aged 6 to 8 years, bottled at 93 proof with a horse and jockey topper. The whiskey is good, the pricing is insane. At secondary prices of $140 to $200, you're paying over double retail for collectible bottle topper. Artificial allocation creating false scarcity. Instagram-worthy presentation. Buffalo Trace intentionally restricts Blanton's production to maintain premium pricing and collector demand. They could make more. They choose not to. Scarcity creates value. Result, $60 bourbon selling for $140 to $200 on secondary markets. If you're buying Blanton's as a gift at secondary prices, you're paying $80 to $140 more than retail for bourbon that isn't exceptional. In blind tastings against other 93 proof bourbons at actual $60 retail, Blanton's finishes middle pack 53% of the time. It's good bourbon. It's not $170 bourbon, giving Blanton signals either. 1. You paid secondary prices, wasteful. 2. You have retail connections, showing off. 3. You think collectible toppers equal quality whiskey, naive. Whiskey enthusiasts would rather receive $60 bourbon that costs $60. Blanton's at secondary, $140 to $200. Russell's Reserve Single Barrel, $60. Four Roses Limited Edition, $249 to $259. Russell's Reserve is the same quality at retail pricing. Four Roses Limited Edition at $250 is actually limited, actually exceptional, actually worth premium pricing. Blanton's at secondary is $60 bourbon in a collectible bottle. Give Russell's Reserve Single Barrel at $60. Same proof range, 110. Actually single barrel, not artificially allocated. Wins blind tastings 59% versus Blanton's. Or if spending $140 to $200, give an actual premium limited release like Four Roses Limited Edition, small batch at $250. Genuinely exceptional bourbon worth its price. Not inflated secondary market nonsense. Don't pay secondary for a collectible bottle topper. Number 1. Johnnie Walker Blue Label, $180 to $250 retail. The ultimate bad whiskey gift. Here's why Johnnie Walker Blue is number 1 worst. It's $200 marketing masquerading as ultra-premium Scotch. Blue Label is NAS blended Scotch, no age statement, sold at luxury pricing through brand prestige alone. Diageo claims only 1 in 10,000 casks is selected for Blue Label. That's marketing, not quality assurance. At $225 average, you're paying for silk line presentation box, 24-karat gold lettering, serial numbered bottle, global luxury positioning, not for exceptional whiskey. In blind tastings against other $200 scotches, Blue Label finishes middle to bottom 56% of the time. Cheaper single malts routinely beat it. Blue Label tastes smooth, pleasant, and utterly forgettable. It's designed to offend nobody and excite nobody. You're paying for the box, not the liquid. Giving Johnnie Walker Blue Label signals you chose the most expensive, recognizable brand without understanding whiskey. It's the I have money but not whiskey knowledge gift. Whiskey enthusiasts receiving Blue Label think, They spent $225 on overpriced blended Scotch when they could have given me exceptional whiskey. Diageo spends massive budgets positioning Blue Label as success symbol. Their marketing convinces people $200 blended Scotch equals ultra-premium quality. It doesn't. It equals ultra-premium marketing. Johnnie Walker Blue Label, $225. NAS blended. Scotch Talisker 18, $140. Aged single malt. Island character Glendronach, 18, $150. Sherry Monster. Complex Ardbeg Ouija Dale, $85. Peated Perfection. All three beat Blue Label in blind tastings. Combined cost, $375 for 3 exceptional bottles versus $225 for 1 mediocre one. Give literally any single malt between 140 and 180. Talisker 18, Highland Park 18, Glendronach 18, Springbank 15. All are genuinely premium. All beat Blue Label in blind tastings. All demonstrate actual whiskey knowledge. Or spend $225 on 3 excellent bottles. Ardbeg 10, $60. Bunnahabhain 12, $80. Lagavulin 16, $100. Triple the whiskey, triple the quality, similar cost. Don't waste $225 on Blue Label's Blue Box. 5 worst whiskey gifts. Notice the pattern, what they all share. Premium packaging over premium whiskey. Marketing budgets exceeding production quality. Brand recognition prioritized over flavor. Chosen by gift givers who don't drink whiskey. Disappointing to actual whiskey enthusiasts. The gift whiskey trap. Step 1. You want to give impressive whiskey gift. Step 2. You don't know whiskey, so you buy recognized brand. Step 3. You choose expensive bottle with premium packaging. Step 4. You pay $40 to $150 more than better alternatives. Step 5. Recipient smiles politely, never opens it. 5 worst gifts total cost, $536. Macallan, $12, $65. Gentleman, Jack, $38. Chivas, $18, $70. Blanton's, secondary average, $170. Johnnie Walker Blue, $225. 5 better alternatives. Total cost, $343. Glendronach, $12, $63. 4 Roses, single barrel, $50. Bunnahabhain, $12, $80. Russell's Reserve, Sabi, $60. Highland Park, $18, $145. You save $193 while giving superior whiskey. Smart whiskey gifting requires 3 steps. Step 1. Ignore packaging. Premium box doesn't equal premium whiskey. Focus on liquid quality, not presentation. Step 2. Research before buying. Google brand blind tasting results before purchasing. If it consistently loses to cheaper whiskey, don't gift it. Step 3. Ask whiskey drinkers what they'd want, or check whiskey forums, YouTube channels, subreddits for actual enthusiast recommendations. Best value gift ranges. $50 to $80 range. 4 Roses, single barrel, $50. Glendronach, $12, $63. Bunnahabhain, $12, $80. Old Grandad, $114, $30. Plus Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, $70, equals 2 bottles. $100 to $150 range. Old Forester 1920, $60. Plus Wild Turkey Rare Breed, $55, equals 2 bottles. Ardbeg Corryvreckan, $90. Highland Park 18, $145. $200 to $250 range. 4 Roses Limited Edition, small batch, $249 to $259. Springbank 15, $140. Plus Ardbeg Ouija Dial, $85, equals 2 bottles. 3 excellent bottles. Ardbeg 10 plus Bunnahabhain, $12 plus Lagavulin, $16. If you're buying whiskey as a gift and you don't drink whiskey, ask someone who does. Don't trust packaging. Don't trust brand recognition. Don't trust most expensive. Trust blind tasting performance and enthusiast recommendations. 5 whiskeys only dumb people give as gifts. Macallan 12 Double Cask, $65 for the Macallan name. Gentleman Jack, $38 for twice filtered mediocrity. Chivas Regal 18, $70 for boring blended Scotch. Blanton's single barrel, $140 to $200 for $60 bourbon in collectible packaging. Johnnie Walker Blue Label, $225 for NAS blended Scotch in a fancy box. Combined cost, $536 for whiskey chosen for packaging, not quality. 5 better alternatives. Glendronach, $12, 4 Roses, single barrel, Bunnahabhain 12, Russell's Reserve single barrel, Highland Park 18. Combined cost, $343 for whiskey that wins blind tastings. Yet you save $193 while giving better gifts. Smart gift givers learned this. Whiskey enthusiasts prefer $60 bottles that taste like $60 whiskey over $200 bottles that taste like marketing. In 2026, there's no excuse spending $225 on Blue Label when Highland Park 18 costs $145 and beats it 71% of blind tastings. We're Cask Index. Subscribe and see you in the next one.